What's up, guys? Eddie Henry XR Lifestyles discussing GMOs today, genetically modified organisms. These are things that have grown naturally on Earth for thousands of years. The big food industry came in and modified, altered, and changed the DNA of these products for a desired outcome, typically to be more resistant to bugs and temperature, but also to allow these things to grow faster and maybe look a little bit different. The problem is, it really hit about 10 years ago, and that's not enough time to do any long-term human trials. So if you're eating GMOs, which we all are, you're pretty much living in a science experiment as a lab rat. What we do know is everything we consume that is not natural and recognized by the body creates inflammation. The higher our inflammation is, the less healthy we are, the sicker we are, and the lower our life expectancy becomes. The last 10 years, coincidence or not, we've been the sickest as a country ever, and our life expectancy for the first time ever, rather than rising, has started to drop. All the studies done on animals have been negative. Every animal, 100% of them that eat GMO foods, have lived a much shorter, less healthy life, and a lot of weird things were happening too. A lot of infertility, a lot of birth defects. Rats started losing their testicles. They started falling off when they were fed GMO food. That's enough in itself right now to keep me back. And furthermore, countries, all the countries that used to buy our food no longer does because we're GMO based. And what we're doing is almost 100% of the corn, soy, cottonseed oil, a lot of the wheat, this stuff has become genetically modified, and this is the stuff that is in everything. It's what I call a filler. Almost every packaged food has GMOs in them, and furthermore, almost 100% of our meat, our livestock, is eating feed that has GMO in it now. So we're not only are we getting it when we snack, but we're getting it when we eat meat. And I even looked at creamer the other day. Dairy, somebody was putting in their coffee, and it had corn syrup in it, which is a GMO in a GMO dairy. So not good stuff, guys. Give you a quick example of something they put in corn. Okay, so they actually put an herbicide in corn that when a bug comes to eat the corn, on impact, the bug's stomach explodes, okay, to prevent bugs from eating the corn. Then we eat this corn and everything, cornstarch, high fructose corn syrup, whatever. And again, coincidence or not, in the last 10 years, we've had the highest rate of leaky gut syndrome. And what leaky gut syndrome is when your intestines aren't intact enough to fully digest food, and when you're eating, the food just basically leaks out in your bloodstream. And unfortunately, if this happens before the food is fully digested, again, the body doesn't recognize it, attacks it, and this is where a lot of your gluten insensitivities are coming from, leaky gut syndrome. Talk to any ENT and he's going to tell you to avoid dairy, soy, gluten, peanuts, because these are all GMO. Speaking of gluten, this is pretty disturbing. Naturally, gluten is a natural product, and thousands of years ago it had 12 chromosomes, roughly, give or take. Now, when a scientist actually looks into gluten, it has over 40 chromosomes. How the hell are we supposed to recognize something where the chromosomes have tripled? It's not going to happen. New Year's Day, sitting watching the Today Show with my family. This very health-conscious woman is crying on TV saying, I can no longer feed my kids Cheerios because they're experiencing all these health problems. And well, they weren't blaming Cheerios, but Cheerios 7 years ago went 100% GMO. And then the Cheerios representative came on and said, yes, due to demand, 7 years ago we went 100% GMO. But for you guys, for the consumers, we will make one brand that is natural, organic, non-GMO, which is very cool. Thank you, Cheerios. But my point in that is, I always hear people say, oh, you know, when I was your age, I had BLTs, you know, bacon, eggs, grits, peach cobbler, sweet tea, blah, 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 every day. I'm alive and kicking. I'm 95 years old, so let me just feed my grandkids all this crap. The point is, Uncle Earl that was actually real food. That was real bacon. That was real grits. Those were real chips. The Cheerios were Cheerios. They weren't all genetically modified. Now, if we were to eat that same thing, 90% of it would have been made in a lab. So again, if it's made in a lab and there's no long-term results, we are again living this science experiment. We are lab rats. If you want to be lean and mean for life, if you want to grow younger and be healthy and you don't want your testicles to fall off, possibly, you must eat organic, non-GMO food. Don't eat this stuff. Furthermore, don't feed it to your kids. Furthermore, don't feed it to your dog and your cat. Get real food. If you want to take this a step further, rent and watch multiple times Genetic Roulette. It will possibly open your eyes and change your life. Maybe even more than these videos. Hard to tell. But anyway, guys, stay healthy, stay whole, stay organic, stay non-GMO, lean and mean for life. If you like this video, like it on Facebook, subscribe to my channel, Eddie Henry, at YouTube, and as always, check out xrlifestyles.com for the latest. Take care.